Thor tells the story of, well, Thor, the crown prince of Asgard, an arrogant character at the beginning of this movie, is exiled from his homeland to Earth. While there, he forms a relationship with Jane Foster, a scientist. However, Thor must rise above why he was banished and find a way to get back his powers and prove himself worthy again, and stop his adopted brother Loki, who intends to become the new king of Asgard. Basic plot. Now, okay, outside the Avenger movie, this is one of my favorite standalone movies of the Marvel Cinematic Universe Phase One, because not only did it build up the world more and expanded upon it and added the Asgard realms and the mythological Norse realms, but it also added in a character arc for Thor, who at the beginning of this is a brash, arrogant, stuck up, egotistical god, pretty much the god of thunder, who thinks he's better than everyone else and deserves the throne. Well, I don't really see better than everyone else, since kind of does care about people at an extent, but he's manipulated by his brother Loki, his adopted brother Loki, and is accompanied by his friends and comrades. Uh, don't even ask me to pronounce their names. That's gonna take all day. That would take all day for me to try and pronounce. A battle ensures until Odin intervenes to save the Asgardians, and destroying a fragile truce between the Frost Giants and Asgard. Congratulations, Thor. Your arrogance and defiance has led to the possible destruction of your people. Way to go. Odin punishes his son by stripping him of his godly powers and exiles him to Earth as a mortal. Accompanied by his hammer, is now protected by an enchantment that allows only the worthy to wield it. Thor lands in New Mexico, where he meets Foster, her assistant Darcy Lewis, and mentor Eric something. I can't pronounce his last name. They find him there, and the local populace finds the hammer, which Shield agent Phil Coulson soon commandeers before forcibly acquiring Jane's data about the wormhole that delivered Thor to Earth. Um, Thor is building up himself as from this arrogant character to this caring character who later proves himself worthy to wield the hammer again after losing it. So, and like, this is why I really like the movie Thor compared to the other Marvel movies except for Avengers, because, well, this not only establishes the world, it also gives us character development. And Tony Stark, well, in Iron Man, he kind of is the same as he always is. He's just, well, a superhero. Add to it. An arrogant, very arrogant, comedic, not really taking things too seriously superhero. Meanwhile, Thor is this brash, arrogant character who later develops into a kind, caring character, and accepts and with when he feels like his father has passed, Odin dies. When Loki tricks him into thinking that, he resigns himself to living on Earth in exile, and he just starts to develop a romance with this human called Jane Foster. Yeah, Loken discovers that he is Laufey's son. He's a frost giant creature spawn, and Odin goes into a deep Odin sleep. Kind of an ego trip there to call your condition Odin sleep to recover his strength. Loki seizes the throne in Odin's stead and offers Laufey the chance to kill Odin and retrieve the casket. And Loki is also a developed character. Like, the only character he seems to genuinely care about is Odin's wife. Like, out of every other character, he seems to generally care about Odin's wife, since he's her adopted son, and she raised him pretty much. and actually genuinely did care about him, like that's like an identifiable. That would also be a plot point for Thor: The Dark World, which I will cover in another video. But really, this is why I really like the movie. An identifiable villain that you can somewhat understand when you learn more about him, but ultimately an evil guy that you hate and want to see stopped. And this Thor where you hate him at first and then generally warm up to him when he starts to change his attitude a bit. And by a bit, I mean a lot. So, yeah, that's really why I really like this movie. This was Neo Reality Entertainment. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and donate, and stay tuned for more.